Hello, everyone. Coming up here on Connect Now. What a show we have for you right here. As you see, Keyshia Cole, she gets blindsided and dumped by Antonio Brown. She didn't see it coming. Well, like what she said, she didn't know if she was missing until she thought she found love. We'll talk about that. Plus, two, war words between head football coaches in the college landscape as Nick Saban and Jimbo Fisher are duking it out about NIL, next in line program, where college students may get the chance to get paid rather than getting sponsorships and scholarships. They actually get paid for the just to pay for their own tuition. We'll talk about that, as well as Beyonce. Was she mad over Sean Paul about dating rumors? I heard that way back when, nearly 20 years ago, and I'll talk about that later on the show. And two, LeBron James Jr. He gets clowned for having a white prom date, and many people saying they don't see why LeBron James Jr. not dating amongst his race. Well, we'll talk about that coming up as Connect Now starts right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of Connect Now. I'm your host, as always, Kendra Dix here. Glad you can join us here on Connect Now on this Monday afternoon. But first thing first, let's give it up for Brittany Shea. Welcome back.
Hey, glad to be back.
We got a lot to talk about. But first things first, join in the conversation using the hashtag Connect Now here on Connect TV on YouTube. And hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing here on Connect TV on YouTube. So, Brittany Shea, we got a lot of topics to talk about. So, are you ready to get in it?
Yeah, let's get into it.
All right, we're going to start off with R&B singer Keyshia Cole. She was trying to profess her love to former NFL star Antonio Brown after they did a video together for Brown. But Brown seems like he was into Keyshia. Now he's not into Keyshia. But Keyshia, I guess the red flags coming out, and she realized that he was just, I don't know, they did something like a friends with benefits type of thing, and she just realized that it wasn't meant to be.
Yeah,
What's
I
your thought?
think it was. I think like he was saying, like he wants to claim that he hit a R&B diva. That's what that was. And she Keisha Cole. She always been a person. She looking for love, but it be always in the wrong places. And hopefully Keisha find the love she looking for. So, but I think to me, he just wanted to hit it and quit it, child. He wasn't trying to have no full blown relationship with her like that.
Well, actually, I thought she was with the other dude. She broke up with the other dude, that young dude.
Yeah, she been broke up with him.
When that happened?
That happened a while back.
What the hell?
She been broke up with him.
Ain't she got a kid with that dude?
Yeah.
So she got two kids, right?
She got two kids, one with Booby.
Okay,
I
I
think
remember that.
Booby. And then she got that little girl with that younger boy.
You got to be kidding me. So Keyshia Cole out here just giving away her goodies, right?
Well, I think she was giving her goodness to people she thought that she was could see herself with, but then she had his name tattooed on her AB tattoo on her back. I was like, come on, Keyshia, you know better. Come on, Keyshia. Keyshia, stand up. You see that TikTok video? And the girl said, stand up. Stand up. Keyshia, stand up.
I don't know. Maybe she a hopeless romantic.
Yeah, I think she is, but like I said, she need to stand up.
No, like she kind of like being in love, and I guess like they say, you can want to date the hard rough nigga. Oh, sorry about that, but you want to date the hard rough person, and then you end up getting heartbroken, and then the person who was clean laced, you don't want nothing, you don't want nothing to do with him, but then you kind of feel like he a square, he a pig, but I don't know. Sometimes some women are just crazy themselves. They just, I don't know.
I think to me, whether you're a man or a woman, you you need to look past people's persona and see who they truly are. Look at their character. You see what I'm saying? And that's what people
Mhm.
problem. They looking at outside. You need to look at person, a character, and a moral. And the beliefs. That's more important than anything to me.
Okay.
But I get what you're saying. Sometimes people be like, "Oh, I don't want the lame girl, I want the lame guy, and all this," but you don't know what you're missing. And then when you get this other person, you heartache and heartbreak and shit. So you choose what you choose.
Yeah, it's like you set yourself up for failure.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
what I
like you set
said.
yourself up for failure.
Yeah, it's if you do get somebody like that, hell, you know how they have say a scripper with a heart of gold or a thug with a heart of gold, or something. I don't know, something like that, child.
But did you see his post that he's saying, "Get off my, you know what?" So that alluded to me like they've been sleeping around or messing around or doing something.
Yeah, I felt the best for her, child, because the way he was coming for her and trying to downplay it and everything, I was like, mm-mm. Okay, well, you live and you learn.
Okay. Well, maybe like you said, she said herself she was about being celibate. Well, how long that would last? And now she just now, like you said, she's
Yeah,
gonna live and learn.
yeah,
Damn.
I think it's a good thing because sometimes you need to take
Okay.
that yourself and know your worth, child.
Okay. All right, we move on to another story that's been talking about for headlines. What you thought about Alabama head coach Nick Saban making a comment at a press conference about college students getting paid, but he believes that college students shouldn't be getting paid, that they should be getting sponsorships and stuff, and saying about the recruitment process that Texas A&M coach Jimbo Fisher and other people in his management team are paying students to come to play for them rather than the process of what it was. What do you think? Do you think college students should get paid? That's been the on topic debate going on for years, that college students should get paid because they don't have nothing to fall back on, and they think because I'm an athlete, I'm getting scholarships, like how Saban thinking, like you get scholarships and stuff like that, that you're going to you may or may not enter the NFL, but you should still get a scholarship in the tuition and board. Do you think that's finna change sometime soon?
Well, I think to me, I feel like to a certain degree that the athletes should be paid a little bit. Even though they
Mhm.
are getting scholarships and stuff. They can't do no type of they don't have time to do no work study. They always on the field, so that's to me like their work. Not like you said, not everybody's gonna make it to the NFL, but what these kids still got to have some kind of financial, gain. I'm cool with them getting, scholarships and getting sponsorships, but everybody not gonna get that. So what about everyone else?
Yeah.
How could they make that work for them? You see what I'm saying? Can they put,
Hmm.
when they get a scholarship or when they go into financial aid or something, they can say, "Hey, you're gonna get 25,000 a year or something." How is that gonna work? I don't know. You see what I'm saying? That's my thing. I'm for it, but you have to look at like, okay, we got this number of students. How are we gonna be able to make sure everyone gets something?
Do you think Saban was out of place, out of line on what he had said? Like he felt like the recruiting process is finna be dead, and they finna bring in usher in a new era that, oh, now the students finna get paid, because he was talking about Deion Sanders, particular about one student that Saban wanted, but Deion Sanders beat him to it, and
Hmm.
Saban accuses reportedly that Sanders paid $1 million.
Well, shit, we don't know. Hell, And he may know something we don't know. And Jimbo was saying that Saban ain't the milk and clean ain't for him. The milk and the buttermilk ain't clean for him. So
Yeah.
hell,
Um, look at it like this. To later on, in an hour before we were on viral, look for that Nick Saban, Jimbo Fisher. Look for it. It's streaming now, so look for it. It's out there. This is some. I mean, this is like some stuff that you never thought would have seen. Like these two really got along because Jimbo was under Saban, and Saban kind of like put him on the under the bus.
yeah, he putting in Dion, but I just like my personal opinion. I really don't care because the coaches are the ones that's really making the money. Let's be real.
Yeah,
And
because
I feel like to me, I'm big on looking out for others in a way. You see what I'm saying? So these kids, they most of them probably come from humble beginnings, and most of them probably don't have that money. You see what I'm saying? And they probably using their talent to elevate themselves to the next level. So why not reward them in some way somehow? I don't know. You get what I'm saying? That's
yeah,
all they don't. Most of them have something, most of them don't. But they using their talent and their God gift to try to elevate themselves and better their life. So, who is to say? I feel like to me, I feel like them kids deserve something.
yeah. I kind of do too. I mean, like you getting paid, and then it ain't guaranteed you may make it in the NFL, may not. So you need to have something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
You
crazy.
got some. Yeah, they. I feel like to me, I feel like Deion Sanders might be okay for that. Did he
Yeah.
say anything different or Jimbo? But Saban,
Dion just said like he basically said that he didn't pay nobody $1 million. He didn't even take $1 million under him being a coach. So he said he don't know where Saban got that from.
right, and I like Deion Sanders, so I like Coach Saban too. But I feel like Coach Saban feeling like he's not the top pick of the litter no more. That's what I'm kind of getting, and he don't want to play ball with these kids that saying, "Hey, you gonna pay me?" You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And he making
Don't
$10
nobody want to
million
work for
dollars a
free,
year.
right?
Yeah.
And you telling me that you don't think nobody should get paid, but you get paid, only you get paid. You see what I'm saying?
It's crazy, but it's
Yeah,
happening. It's
people be
true.
money hungry. It's
All
enough
right.
money to go around.
Yeah, it is enough money to share in the pot. All right, we move on to another story as this is a bizarre story. Okay, many of you may recall Beyonce and not Jay Z, but Beyonce and Sean Paul did that song. I remember that song pretty well. Baby Boy, when Beyonce first
Hmm.
album from Dangerously in Love album from what, '03?
Yep.
Well, Sean Paul revealed that Beyonce and her team felt like Sean Paul was stirring up dating rumors like they was dating, but Sean Paul was married at the time, and Beyonce was probably with Jay-Z at the time. They weren't married, but Sean Paul figured that Beyonce's dad had something to do with like sabotaging the whole thing. Like they wanted to do rehearsals and perform the song. And I
Hmm.
remember that Beyonce, I remember it because Beyonce would do the song, and sometimes she'll do it with Sean Paul, and sometimes she wouldn't do it with Sean Paul. And a lot of people question
Oh
like,
yeah.
what? So what's your thoughts on that? With Beyonce, did you think Beyonce had anything to do with, or her dad, her shaded dad had something to do with?
Most likely probably her daddy. But
You know,
then again, she gotta understand Sean Paul probably was like, hell, you gotta look at it, the more publicity, the more traction for that song and money to be made. That's how I look at it.
yeah, I remember the song. Like they did like a sequence one time, like in the video, like all the women was scantily clad in a way.
Yeah, you can't never forget that song. That song was the shit.
Yeah, and then they had that reggae beat to it.
Oh, no, go. I never understood what the fuck Sean Paul said, but I was here for him. I'm like, I'm like, okay. But yeah, I feel like any publicity is good publicity. You know how they go, how they say.
Okay. All right, we move on to another story. We just found out that Rihanna gave birth to a baby boy. So congratulate Rihanna and ASAP Rocky. Now they saying that Rihanna may move to Barbados to raise her boy.
I mean, I feel like she should because she's grounded in her home country. She always go there. She has a house there, and it'll plant roots for her son. You know what I'm saying? Her son may grow up not knowing that he's rich. You see what I'm saying? Who
Yeah.
knows? She probably
Oh,
want to give him a simple life.
he gonna know he rich because his
Yeah,
mom.
you're right. Yeah, he gonna say, "Oh, you my mom," for world renowned, world famous singer, businesswoman.
First,
But I think huh?
say at first he ain't gonna realize when he's younger, but when he gets a little bit old, like 5, 6, 7, then he'll realize like, oh, mom is rich and famous.
Mm-hmm. When he get like a teenager, a preteen, going to 10. You know, how kids be about 8, 9, 10. They
Yeah,
comprehend a lot more than they did when they was younger.
curiosity kicks in.
Mm-hmm. Right. So I think, yeah, I'm with you. I think she want to keep her child grounded, and
Hmm.
from her being from her home country, she loves her home country too.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
I think that plays a part to why she wants to live there because she feels like people in her home country know who she is, but they don't bother her, and
Hmm.
they love her just as much as she loved them. And for what I've been seeing,
Hmm. I wonder why
yeah.
she ain't wearing no maternity clothes.
Rihanna said, "I ain't doing no maternity clothes. I wear what I want to wear."
Okay. she look. I couldn't tell she was having a boy. I thought she was gonna have a girl.
She looked like she had a buck her clothes was still low.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, reason when boy, it's like girls sit up high and boys sit up low.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
All right, we move on to another story as LeBron James Jr. causes a stir that he went on his prom date and she turned out to be a nice young white girl. And social media went berserk saying, why is LeBron James Jr. dating a white girl? And is LeBron James Jr. woke? I mean, who are we to talk about LeBron James Jr. and who he probably know the girl and they probably kind of like each other. We can't speculate that they got the and then too, we don't know like LeBron was dating a white girl when he went to prom with. We don't know what he
Hmm.
might end with.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, who cares? Like for real, like he might end up with a black woman at the end of the day. We don't know. And I think, to me personally, that's just prom. 9 times out of 10, people don't end up with their prom people, except him and his parents. They ended up being together, but that it has to be like a love there. Like you would really want to be with that person. And I only for me looking in, outside looking in, he might be with her, he might not in the future. We don't know.
Yeah, as long as she a good person and she understands who she with and understand
Mm-hmm.
his community, that's all that matters.
See, my thing is this: like, this is the misconception of interracial dating. To me, like, interracial dating can go two ways. You're
Mm-hmm.
gonna either have a person that fetishizes you and is only with you for your sexual matters. That go both ways, black, white, whatever. And then that's not gonna last because you gonna feel like they only want you for that, and they don't understand you. They don't understand your people, your culture, and it's just not gonna work out. And then that's
So
the
you
second part of it. The
so you
culture
saying like
ties in it.
mm-hmm. So
People
you
don't
saying like
understand.
oh I'm saying so you saying like Jeezy and Jenny Ma in a way.
Now, Jenny might understand because baby, she from the Bay, so she from the neighborhood. If you know what I mean, you know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
I like Jenny Mine, but her comments were problematic. But we had to see how that play out because Jesus kind of be known for stepping his toe out. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of feel if they did end, it's gonna be some cheating involved. Cause young Jesus look like he's, you know what I'm saying? He spread, he be out there. That's what I think.
Man.
And yeah, and then too, I think like with Bronny's son, whatever, he probably go to a predominantly white school. You know what I'm saying? Like he's brown, white, or probably white girls, and that's who he attracted to, child. You know how that go. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, if that white person not an ally, and they let me see, if they not an ally and they don't understand your culture, it ain't gonna work. They go for it, black men, white women, black men, whatever. White black men, white man, whatever. They have to be an ally and understand your culture. To me, that's the only way it's gonna work. If they don't understand you or your culture, or and then sometimes they could be racist too. You could be dating a racist person. You know what I'm saying?
You might not even. Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess it's trial and error, child. Good luck to everybody that's out there doing that. Ain't nothing wrong with it, but make sure that person is actually there for you and they not racist. That's all I can say.
Okay. Well, we got another story right quick. What do you think about the Jersey Shore going to get a reboot, but it's going to be called the Buckhead Shore? You heard about that?
Sure.
Yeah, they're going to do one in Atlanta, and it's going to be an all-black, somewhat like Jersey Shore.
Hell, I want to see that. Oh, I used to love watching Jersey Shore. So I'm down with it. Down with seeing it.
Okay. And finally, we talk about the BET show plus Kingdom Business. It's about like a the church or something like that. It stars Yolanda Adams as the matriarch and some girl behind her. I see her all the time. But behind the scenes of it, Kirk Franklin, Devon Franklin, and some other lady, they are executive producers. So I guess they're talking about. I seen the episode. I mean, the show I'm not quite feeling because it didn't tell too much. It was like we're talking about church, and I guess Rihanna Adams to work on her. She's a good singer, but she got to work on her acting a little
bit. Yeah, but you gotta understand, like I feel like acting, it has to come natural when you doing acting. Like you can tell when something look like it's forced, and then when you're trying to learn to be an actor, you have to tap into different emotions and stuff. But I mean, if she want to give it a go, hey, fine, all by all means. But I feel like if you just get into acting, you need some sort of an acting coach.
Yeah, I was like,
so you can approve. All the great actors. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Brittany.
I would say all the great actors had to learn, start from somewhere, and then they had to grow and learn their craft.
Yeah, I mean, I saw like the BET do, like they give you that first episode to get into it and then see if you like it. But it's on BET Plus now, all the episodes, but it's gonna be on BET sometime next month. So I'm looking at like I saw the first hour of the show. I was like, I'm not hooked on that show. I mean, it's like Saints and Sinners in a way, but it's just Saints and Sinners got a better storyline plot than Kingdom Business. I ain't gonna.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like you just watch that first. Just go on YouTube on the BET channel, and you just watch for yourself, and then you just tell me next week how did you feel about watching the show? Because I mean, the only thing that stood out was the dude that was on Soul Food, who was with Vanessa Williams with the cousin who slept with the cousin.
Yeah.
He out there being a Rolling Stone and stuff.
Oh, he on that show?
Yeah, he on the show. Tamar on the show.
Tamar?
Yeah, Tamar got like a little role, like a minor role too. Like she really wasn't present a lot. but you're gonna see more of the Adams and a little bit of more of her poor acting. I hate saying it. She's a good singer, but her acting is. I like, man. We couldn't get somebody else to do this, but I mean, I'm serious.
No,
I
I
was
had to look at it.
like, woo, on the Adams. Could somebody else come and do this acting?
That's her
Actress or
first
something?
role.
I
She
mean,
said,
they
"I
could
am
have
an
got
actress."
Taraji P. Henson.
Taraji don't need to do nothing like that.
I mean, she got like she done what the show called Empire. Yeah, I mean somebody Monique could have done that show,
Child, probably
but
so. Yeah, I'm gonna see.
yeah, you just watch it after you get done with this show. All
Mm-hmm.
right, so we're gonna end Connect now this week. So Brittany Shay, you got anything, any comments you want to make, or you done?
Oh, that's it. You got nothing to add.
Okay, okay. So for Brittany Shay, I've been your host Kendra Dix saying so long and thank you for watching. Connect now. See you next time.